guys, and welcome to a new playthrough I've been wanting to redo. The original got corrupted a lot, so I decided to make a new one. Left in, right? Holy crap, Audacity is... I haven't touched any recording program in frickin' forever. Well, taking that back, I touched OBS a lot, but that's neither here or there. It's going to take a bit to get back to this playthrough. I also gotta remember to turn down the volume whenever I get done recording. This is gonna be weird because I don't have Sony Vegas anymore, so I'm gonna get that as soon as I can. Not much to do this stuff, things to get. But Pinnacle Studios will be my helper until that day comes. And I swear, if I'm always recording at the wrong time of the day, all day, every day. Let's get into this. It's a new game. Are you sure? Yeah. I tried to do this earlier and then it went straight into the game. Like, I don't want this to happen. I'm not even recording.
I have spent my life searching for the answers that my father and my father's fathers failed to find. Who were the precursors? Why did they create the vast monoliths that litter our planet? How did they harness eco, the life energy of the world? What was their purpose? And why did they vanish? I have asked the plants, but they do not remember. The plants have asked the rocks, but the rocks do not recall. Even the rocks do not recall.
I say it twice.
Every bone in my body tells me that the answers rest on the shoulders of a young boy. Oblivious to his destiny, uninterested in the search for truth, and rejecting of my guidance. And why would he want to listen to old Samus the Sage anyway? I'm only the master of green eco, one of the wisest men on the planet. So it seems the answer begins not with careful research or sensible thinking. Nay, as with many of fate's mysteries, it begins with but a small act of disobedience.
Like everything else.
Hey! Jak, old green stuff told us not to come here.
Continue your search for artifacts and eco. If the locals possess precursor items, you know what to do.
Deal harshly with anybody who strays from the village. We will attack it in due time.
Phone guy, heard us.
What are we doing here anyway, Jak? This place gives me the creeps.
Is my microphone getting this?
Huh? Oh, stupid precursor junk. Eek! What is that dark ooze? It sure don't look friendly. The sage yaps on about the precursors that built this place all the time. Where did they go? Why did they build this crud? Now, I like precursor orbs and power cells as much as the next guy. But if you ask me, they must have been real losers. Wow! How did you do that? I think we're in trouble!
I forgot how long this takes.
Man, that stung! I told you we shouldn't have come here, and you listened! What?
And yep. Okay. I'm fine.
green tarnation do you two want?
I was...
Don't tell me. Instead of heeding my wisdom, the two of you went mucking around in the only place that I told you not to go. Misty Island.
That's right, and then...
And, Daxter, you finally took a much-needed bath, but in a bathtub filled with dark eco.
Look, old man, are you gonna keep yapping, or are you gonna help me out of this mess?
I'm gonna keep yapping, because in my professional opinion, the change is an improvement. And besides, I couldn't help you if I wanted to.
What?
There's only one person who has studied Dark Eco long enough to have a chance at returning you to your previous form. Carl Acheron, the Sage. But he lives far to the north. Far, far to the north. Nobody has spoken to him in ages. I would teleport you there, but I can't do that either. None of the three sages that maintain the other teleporter gates have seen fit to turn their ends on for quite a while. The only other way north is by foot through the Fire Canyon, but its volcanic soil is hot enough to melt precursor metal. You can't just walk through it.
But you could fly over it if you had a zoomer equipped with a heat shield. I just happen to be working on such a thing at this very moment. All I would need is 20 power cells to give it enough energy to withstand the canyon's heat. Isn't that right, Daddy?
Yes, Kira, that might work. But where are a boy and a half going to get 20 power cells?
From the villagers. Most of them have a power cell or two stashed away somewhere. And even if they aren't willing to just give them away, greasing their palms with a few precursor orbs should do the trick. And I bet there are even more of them out in the wilds just waiting for some brave adventurer to find.
Well, we've got the brave adventurer at least.
Brave adventurer? You two couldn't find your way out of the village without training. Before you do anything else, you better go through the warp gate and get some practice on Geyser Rock.
We won't find any more of that dark gooey eco stuff, will we? Cause I'd hate to fall in again and turn into you.
Get in there before I turn you both into ferns.
Burns. Yeah.
This device is a communicator. With it, my father and I can give you advice at any time during your quest. These floating egg-shaped things are precursor
Tutorial!
orbs. Collect enough of them,
God,
and some of the
everyone
villagers
loves
will give you a
tutorials.
power cell in exchange.
I don't have a drink. Well. To fix that. Right now.
This is a power cell, the most
Reason why I'm
important
being quiet is
precursor
because
artifact
they're
you can find. You need to collect 20 of these so I can power the heat shield for your A-Grav zoomer.
Options. Game options. Play. No. Sound options. Graphic. I could have sworn there's subtitles in this game. That in this game's weird. Saving. These are removed the required PS2. Yeah, I'm playing on the actual PS2 system. Ah! I thought I hurt myself now.
Sometimes you'll want to hit things with a greater force. To break one of these boxes, you should jump in the air and then dive down onto it, hands first.
Hey, you found one of my scout flies. I sent 7 of them to each area to look for power cells, but the lurkers must have captured them all.
Even on Geyser Rock, really? That's kind of not in their area because there's only.
Wow! That last scout fly had a power cell. I'll bet if you collect all 7 in each area, you can find even more power cells.
That's Blue Eco, which contains the energy of motion. Blue Eco allows you to run fast, break boxes, and even activate some precursor artifacts when you get near them.
I clicked on that. When you're near precursor orbs and you're not, you basically break them.
Notice how each blue eco cluster you pick up
Oh, except for
increases the time you can use
precursor
its
orbs,
power.
they get two. I could have made it, but the
This is a
cutscene got me.
precursor door. It can only be opened by approaching the door
For some reason
while
my hamster's too
channeling
big for
blue
my
eco through your body.
That's a blue eco vent. More concentrated than the floating clusters. This vent will give you a full charge of blue eco, letting you use it for the maximum
I
time.
think I did. I think we need to restart because I don't think there's another way to get up there except dying. And I don't think the giant fish that comes and eats you is around. Yes, there's a giant fish. So, this never happened before. Well, time to restart on this glorious adventure. And you're going to see the PS2 loading screen on capture. I won't be able to see it until I'm actually inside the game. This is already the best start ever.